Hey, yo, happy holidays and that. Get me. Yes, I'm live on Christmas Eve. What we talking about? What we saying? Anyway, listen. Make sure if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below. But other than that, let's go. Let's just get straight into it. All right? Because, hey, listen, Lame Dash has been. Hey, listen, it's sad to see Dame Dash go out like this. It's sad. Like, listen, either way, if you're a Dame Dash fan, hit that subscribe button, yeah? Like, let me not prejudge, yeah? But I'm just saying from the videos I reacted to before, it just seemed like he's crashing out. Like, he's crashing out. It feels like he's just jealous and bitter of Jay-Z. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know. It is what it is, man. Like, you can say whatever you want to say, but let me know what your thoughts are because he's crashing out, bruv. He's crashing out. See, look, I already reacted to this one. Dame Dash says Jay-Z was in love with Aaliyah and he cut ties with Jay-Z over R. Kelly, which is cap because he was in the other video with Twister, which I'm pretty sure Jay-Z was not in that video. And you know what I'm saying? And then I reacted to Dame Dash. Jay-Z claimed Diddy is a friend, is a liar. So look at this. Lord Jamar said Jay-Z was wrong for how he did Dame Dash. He's brought Jay-Z up from the bottom. No, he didn't. Like, maybe I should. Like, no, he didn't. All right? How about that? No, he didn't. He helped him along the way. But even Angie Martinez said it before. Jay-Z already who was rich. So if you're talking from the bottom in terms of how he was as a rapper, I don't even know. I'll give that accolade to more or less Beyonce. Let's be real. If you really want to talk about it. But anyway, let's get to this. Dame Dash says Jay-Z destroyed Beanie Sigel's life. Beanie Sigel hurt me choosing Jay's over him. Wait, what?
Hello guys, so I just wanted to come in here and talk to you guys about BetterHelp. I know therapy can be such a taboo subject and also a lot of people aren't able to afford.
Alright, so let's read that title again. Dame Dash says Jay-Z destroyed Beanie Sigel's life. Quote, Beanie Sigel hurt me choosing Jay-Z over me. Unquote. That alone, can you see what I said before? It sounds like he is bitter towards Jay-Z. Do you get it? If you think about it in like the timeline of things and how it went, of course he's gonna feel a way about it. But listen, man up and just move on, innit? Like, it's not to say that he can't create his own label again. It's not like he can't create his own dynasty again, because he can if he's got the skills to do so. Yes, I know there was that three-headed monster with Jay-Z, Dame, and Kareem Biggs Burke. But at the same time, anyway, let's hear what he was going to say. And also, I just want to mention already that anyway, let's get into it.
In real time, did you know anything about the tension between Dipset and Jay?
Yeah, you're kidding. I was refereeing it. I was trying to keep everybody cool.
Yeah, so you know why? Because it was his fault. It was Dame Dash fault. He did a lame thing, yeah, and that was making Cameron CEO or something like that. There was a snaky move. See, everyone says that Jay-Z's a snake, Jay-Z's a snake, but no one ever speaks about the time Dame Dash made Cameron like a head honcho while Jay-Z was on holiday without his authorization. And yeah, you could say that Cameron was doing his thing. He was in the office, creating his own desk. Like, I remember the stories out there because even Jimmy Jones mentioned it. But like, let me even find it. Like, what I don't understand here when it comes to certain things that happen in history. Let's look at it this way. Yeah? Let me think about. Did Dame Dash make Cameron president? Something like that. Yes, so look. Dame Dash, also known as Dame Dash, Damon Dash, also known as Dame Dash, appointed Cameron the vice president of Roc-A-Fella Records. So you telling me, yeah, the time that Jay-Z was on holiday, you couldn't even say, wait for a meeting to say, listen, we're going to appoint this person the vice president because of X, Y, Z. Like, of course, and I think also this also, I don't know when the timeline was between when Cameron deleted Jay-Z's verse as well. I think that also, I don't know if it was the same like timeline. I don't even know, but it could have been before, but it could have been after. I don't know, but the reality is, obviously, you're gonna feel a way about someone. Like from a Jay-Z perspective, you're gonna feel you're gonna feel a way if you are one of the CEOs of this company, the founders of this company, and then your partner, your business partner, or one of your business partners, basically decides to make someone else a vice president without your authorization. That's not to say that you can't make decisions of your own, but sometimes certain decisions need to be made as a team, not as an individual. You get it? But anyway.
And tell Jay, like, yo, why you keep fucking with him? He's young. Like, what's the problem? So Jay would be, all right, cool. And then go on the radio and say, yeah, Cam is a good earner. And then Cam would be like, why you got to call me an earner? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know why he called you an earner. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. You know, so I don't know why Jay ever had a thing with Cam. He always had a thing like that. He had a thing with everybody, bro. Pause.
And that issue to Izzo beat was supposed to be Cam's, right?
The irony of it, he had the issue with everybody. Well, Dame Dash, it seemed like you have an issue with everybody. Even Nori says it seems like you have a problem with everybody. And the longer time goes on, yeah, the more I start to see it. The more I start to see it. And I'm like, I feel sad for this guy, man.
I didn't know that was the case because I know, I remember, I don't remember that, but maybe. I don't see Kanye. Kanye wasn't just giving shit, like the beats that Cam got, like, oh boy, he took that shit. It wasn't like it was given to him. It was just like, oh, this is here, I'm taking this. And I wasn't even mad at it because
You
it was
see?
acting funny.
You see? You're not even mad at it. Like, what do you mean you're not even mad at it? Yeah, it was a hit at the end of the day, but like, you have to, like, there's some things that you need morals and like decorum. If you're just taking beats for the sake of saying taking beats, it's different if it was given and then it was given to two people at the same time, and then Cameron ended up doing the better version than whoever else had that beat. You get it? It's different if it's that level. But when it's a level of, oh, I'm taking it, yeah, we're on the same camp anyway, the same team anyway. Nah, you should still have decorum. And knowing Kanye, well, I don't know him personally, but like the way Kanye West comes across, especially back then, is he wanted to be put on so badly that he didn't care who got the beat and made a hit out of it, because it allowed his name to get out there a lot more, to the point where he can make more money as a producer, but then also get a chance to also potentially rap, which in the documentary, yeah, Dame Dash looked like he didn't want to hear Kanye West rapping. He just wanted him to stick as being a music producer. That's what I'm seeing with my own two eyes. Anyway.
You know, I produced Kanye's first record that was on the radio. We Are the Champions on my album.
Hold up. Did he? Yeah, look how we can say we are the champions.
Putting them on my name places. I'm party planning. kids' parties. Who in their right mind invites the gang of E-number?
Okay,
dream
give him some credit because his name is actually there as a producer, as a co-producer. So I'll give him that credit. But sometimes being a producer isn't necessarily you on the keyboards or on a guitar or anything like that. It could be just simply you just directing where things should go. Do you know what I mean? And knowing that he is the head honcho of the organization, of course, and plus he's the co-producer of or the executive producer of Paid in Full, which is from that, I believe it's from the same soundtrack. So if you put things into proper perspective, yeah. If you put things into proper perspective, yeah, I feel like okay. So obviously we can't even So I'm just trying to clean my phone. Like you can't even. Okay, you can't even be mad at that. You can't be mad about it. At least he told the truth in that point. But say you're a co-producer.
team. So I produced that with Kanye, and the reason why he got that beat was because I gave it the sample to Just Blaze to flip, and he would disrespect me and just ignoring me. And Kanye was like, "I'll do it." And then when he did it, I said, "Because you did it, jump on it, pull." And then Cam jumped on it, and you know.
Is that how it really turned out, though? Is that how it really turned out? Did he really say? Hold on. I mean, he is right that he did ask Just Blaze to flip the beat, but didn't want it. So Kanye West reacted quickly to this, which gathered the approval of Dame Dash. So cool, get that. But did he really say to rap on the beat? Maybe he did. Maybe like we need Kanye West to confirm this information. I'm not gonna say, oh, it wasn't this, it wasn't that. No, we need Kanye West to confirm or deny these truths. Because at the end of the day, Kanye West is gonna speak the truth anyway. So certain things, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to things like that. But from the way it looks, to me, if you think about the timeline of when the College Dropout album was released, if you look at the documentary that was released a few years ago, was it a year ago? And you look at that documentary, you're gonna think, hang on. If Dame Dash knew Kanye West could rap and he told him to rap on it, why did he wait long for Kanye West to get his album put out there like that? Like, to me, there's something that don't like that. There's things that do not add up. And it was Kareem Biggs Burke who gave Kanye the money to make sure. Anyway, I won't go into it. Let's go.
Fucking Beanie, it was dope. I think young Chris.
What was the deal with Kanye? Like, why wasn't anybody supporting him as a rapper outside of you?
Because he, you know, like we looked at him, like I never looked at Kanye as a rapper.
Exactly.
And Kanye always looked at himself, which is not a bad thing. But you
heard it out of his own mouth. Sometimes Dame Dash can actually literally tell the truth. And that's what it takes. Just tell the truth. You didn't see him as a rapper. So to me, if you don't see someone as a rapper and you only see them as a producer, you're only going to want them to be a producer, which means knowing Kanye West, especially in that era, he would do anything and say anything to make sure that, you know, when kids when they get a parent's approval, when they want to they show out their skills and whatever in front of the parents. It's like that. Kanye West would be trying to show that he can rap too. He was showing it. So my thing is like, if you're showing it to someone who believes they only see you as one thing, clearly, if you think about that particular song, "We Are the Champions," nah, I don't think, and I could be wrong. Like I said, when you hear Kanye speak on it, but I don't think he, like Dame Dash, said, "Yo, jump on this beat and see as you can rap." Nah, I think what happened was because Kanye West reacted so quickly into producing that beat, and that beat sounded good to his ears and others, he said, "Can I rap?" Or he maybe produced a rap in front of him, or maybe already, and it was already more or less, you can hear it, but it's like, I don't know, I could be wrong. There's some things you just have to put things into a bigger perspective whenever you hear Dame Dash speak. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is.
He always thought he was bigger than everyone else thought he was until he got there. So no one really took him serious as a rapper. And again, I took him serious as someone that can do an album, make beats, and at least everybody from Roc-A-Fella could jump on the album. So you're gonna get Jay, you're gonna get Cam, all of that. Everyone he made a beat for should do a record for him. But I never looked at him as a rapper. And then when he started rapping, after he broke his jaw, that's when it was like, damn, he's the best producer that could rap. Like how Dre could rap. Like, you don't look at Dr. Dre as a rapper, you look at him as a producer. Me knowing Kanye, it'll be like Just Blaze starting to rap. I knew.
See, look at the timeline. Look at the timeline. 2002, right? That's when that song came out. When did Kanye West break? Unfortunately, had that accident where he broke his jaw. Again, that was in 2002. So, and this is what I don't. Okay, it is around the same timeline. So he knew he could rap. You see, he knew he could rap. But then now he's saying it was until after he realized that he's the best producer that could rap. So like, let's see. And then College Dropout was released in 2004, and that was recorded between 1999 to 2003. So there's a lot of like, how do I put it? When it comes to life in general, you have to take things into perspective and like, okay, well, if this is what happened, then maybe cool. Like, you have to decipher moments. If you wasn't actually there, like, how do I put this into simple words? I don't even know how to put it into simple words. Let's keep it moving on.
Knew them first as producers. It's really hard for me to unsee people the way I first saw them. That's why I like certain people, no matter what they do, how much money they make, I still see them as that same person. And that could be the default. But it's hard to like unsee what you first saw. The reason why if you look at the movie, the reason why he was like, the contracts took so long is because Jay would not sign off on them.
Shut up.
So that was the...
No. Respectfully, be quiet. Respectfully, be quiet. If you look at it here, is there a, like, you see how do you see how he paused for a moment? You know, no pun intended, but like, he paused for a moment and he realized, hang on, let me push the blame on Jay-Z. Now, let me push the blame on Jay-Z. That's exactly what he did. I'm going to blame Jay-Z. Mind you, there is Kareem Biggs Burke. But mind you, if you look at the documentary itself, watch it for your own two eyes, especially with what he just said. with what he said in regards to the fact that it's hard for me to see someone more than what they are. Okay, I'm taking words out of his mouth. Pause. No Diddy. Anyway, like saying verbatim, but he's saying it's hard for him to see someone more than what he sees them as at first. So if he sees them as a producer, that's who they are, and that's default. And maybe you know what I mean. Like, there's no need for him to say, "Oh, I blame Jay." There's no need to blame Jay-Z saying he wasn't signing off on it, because he could have easily in that movie, like in a documentary, if he really wanted to sign Kanye West, if he really wanted to sign him off as a rapper and release the album as a rapper, then I promise you, he would have said, look, let's get Jay-Z on the call right now, let's get Biggs on the call right now, and let's do everything possible to make sure this album gets released. Knowing Dame Dash, that's exactly what he would do. He wouldn't be in this madness talking about, like, what are you talking about? Like, I've seen videos of him barking at people when he wants something done. I've seen videos of him barking at people when people do something wrong. Do you see what I'm trying to say? His heart's in the right place, don't get it twisted, but it's like his whole, I don't know how to explain it. It's wild. Blame Jay-Z, huh? Okay.
The problem, but again, if I were to tell Kanye, yo, Jay won't sign off on your, you know, they would have like jumped off the, you know, he would have took it too hard. So I could never really say when it was always me like having to be like,
I find
you
that
know, make excuses.
You wouldn't tell Kanye about Jay-Z allegedly not signing off, but then at the same time, you didn't tell Jay-Z about making Cameron the vice president of Roc-A-Fella Records. This guy's tapped. He's tapped. Nah, he's fully tapped. He's fully tapped. Nah.
Because things had to move slower because we always had to wait for Homeboy to give his one signature because he always knew that Biggs was going to rock out with me. So he just would make torture us.
Where is Kareem Biggs now? He's working with Jay-Z, also individually himself as well. But he's working with Jay-Z. He's still working with Jay-Z. Is he still working with you, Dame? Nah, I didn't think so. So if he's still, like, this is what's so interesting about life. Listen, I'm not here to ridicule this guy. You know what I mean? Because Dame Dash, regardless, he's still a legend. You know what I mean? He's still a legend. But I just feel like he is going out back. He's crashing out. Like, think about it, yeah? Like think about it. If Kareem Big Burke would always side with Dame Dash, don't you think, yeah? And I'm not being funny, yeah? Don't you literally think he would be with Dame Dash right now? Like, he will be sitting in that chair with Dame Dash, speaking to Art of the Dialogue right now. He would. Like, he would. He would. But nah, he's still working with Jay-Z. And it's ironic because he's working with also Drink Champs, which Dame Dash has a problem with because of Nori. But anyway, we move.
Just to get shit done. It wasn't about him. Now his budgets, they got signed off on very fast. To be honest, there was a time like I had took Kanye's chain off his neck because he was driving nuts. So when that had happened, he was already like, I had dropped Kanye from Roc-A-Fella. I dropped Kanye. So at that point, I was.
You dropped Kanye from Roc-A-Fella Records. Wow. Wow. I can't wait for Kanye West to speak on this. Wait, what?
Done with them. I was ready to go do my own thing. I gave people out of respect the opportunity, like, yo, there's Dame Dash. I forgot what the name of the records, Dash Records, whatever. So I was like, y'all can go over there if they won't with you. But like, really, I'm done with this music. Like, I was done. I was burnt out. Everybody was corny to me. Everybody was
Okay,
weird to me.
okay. I see the timeline. He didn't drop Kanye West. What happened was, let's think about it logically, yeah, in the timeline. But I still want to hear Kanye West speak on this. This is exactly what I vividly remember happening. I remember when Rockefeller departed. I remember there was some that went with Dame, and there was some that went with Jay-Z. That's what I remember. Kanye West ended up going with Jay-Z. Beanie Sigel ended up going off with Jay-Z. So when you think about it, he's hurt. And if you look at the title, Beanie Sigel hurt me choosing Jay-Z over. Do you know what I mean? There you go. So why did he choose him? That's what you have to ask. Why did he choose him?
Everybody was manipulative and exploitive, and it just smelled like bad breath, and it still does. Like you walk into a room and you just could. I just got sick of smelling hot paws, bad stink demon breath. I didn't want to smell that no more. I didn't want to be around it. I was done.
Now
Like I
everyone's
was,
gonna be like, demon breath. So you're saying that Jay-Z is a demon? You see how I see what he's trying to do here. He's trying. I see what he's trying to do, but the thing is, you have to be accountable for your own actions, right? And the reality is, from what I remember, if I can find a video, I would react to it. But I'm pretty sure I've heard Biggs talk about it before and Jay-Z talk about it before. They said the whole point was for them to build up the brand and then sell it. That was it. Reasonable Doubt, the album, was supposed to be Jay-Z's first and only album. That was it. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So, listen, there's some things you just have to be like, Dame, just speak the truth. Yeah? You don't need to speak some truth and then, like, sugarcoat it or, you know what I mean? Like, just speak truth. It's okay. It's okay to say, I was wrong at this time or this is what happened. And, you know what I mean? You don't have to judge it on how, just speak for what it was. Because let's be real, we live in the era of the internet, social media. Receipts are gonna be there.
I was done, man. I just done it for 15 years, so I didn't want to do that shit no more. I wanted to do fashion. So how did I feel? I didn't feel. I wasn't even thinking about it. I just was like, let me go get this Rachel Roy off the ground and turn that into $100 million company, which I did, that nobody talks about.
What made
Yeah,
you
no
take it
one
serious?
talks about it.
Because
No one talks about it because you don't talk about it as often. And then, okay, I get that some people still want to talk about the whole Jay-Z situation, but if he just spoke truth about what happened with the Jay-Z situation and just got it out of the way, simple, be like, this is what happened, boom, 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 like the full truth, then no one has to, he can say it to a point where nobody has to ask him anything. No one has to ask Jay-Z anything. No one has to ask Biggs anything. The issue becomes when Dame Dash starts talking and he sounds like a jealous, bitter ex. That's what he always sounds like to me, and I could be completely wrong. Yeah, but he just sounds like a jealous, bitter ex. Like, you need to get over yourself. Like, that's it. If you're saying, I built up this $100 million company outside of Roc-A-Fella Records, then be proud of that achievement and talk about that more. If you have another organization that you're building up at this time, then focus on that. If every platform you go to, they want to talk about Jay-Z, just stop saying, listen, I don't want to talk about Jay-Z. No disrespect to the guy. Get me, we did business together. We're no longer in business together. It doesn't mean that there's bad blood between us. We're just grown men doing our own separate things. Keep it simple. But if you want to ask me about what I'm doing now and how you want me to help and how you're going to help me or this, that, and the third, then cool, talk about that. That's simple. That's mature. That's being an adult. Do you get it? You don't have to be always chatting wax about your ex-business partner. Like, I get it. Sometimes the business doesn't go to the way you probably planned. Or maybe you did plan it that way and then for some reason you probably thought it was going to be a bit longer, but What I don't understand is there was a documentary called "The Death of a." Oh, I can't even say that word. I remember there was a documentary called the, you know what I'm saying, of a dynasty. So the unalive of a dynasty. So the thing is, like, you have to understand certain things that are actually going on. Whose idea was it? Was it Dame Dash's idea? Because at one point he said it was his idea. Because he knew. Oh, anyway.
Because two things. Beans was getting ready. We thought he was going to go to jail for a couple of years. He was on trial. So I was trying to make 4 albums for him, or 5, so that if he went to jail, because every time if you sold 500,000 records, I could give you $1 million advance. So if I already have 5 albums that each went gold, while he was in jail, I could always make sure he had 500 grand. So I was just trying to get it all done. And Kanye wouldn't give him any beats. That was one reason. And the other reason why is I had spent like.
So now you're playing with Kanye West. Kanye was making it on beats. What happened to Just Blaze? What happened to other producers? You can't just blame Kanye West. Like, Kanye West won't give him any beats. No, it's up to and this is the other thing as well. You have to also think that not everyone can. Obviously, obviously, Beanie Sigel can rap on any beat, right? But not every rapper, especially like Beanie Sigel, the way that he raps, like, there's certain type of beats that he's gonna need, a certain type of production he's gonna need, and it could be the other way around. It's not the fact that Kanye West didn't want to give him beats. No, that sounds wild. But it could be a simple case of Beanie Sigel just didn't like those beats, so he's like, you know what I mean? It happens. It literally happens. You know what I mean? It's not. I'm not saying that his beats were like awful or anything. Just like sometimes, like, I can't find something that I know that would be a big tune to. I can't do like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You can't force a hit. Do you see what I'm trying to say? You can't force a feeling of writing bars that you know that you can't force it. It has to come naturally. So I don't know.
Like 500,000-600,000 with Rockware's money developing his line Pastel. I still got the samples. And all of a sudden he was like, I don't like him no more. And he was just starting to Kanye out. And that was it. I was done. So I was like, man, you got to get out. You know, I was tight. So I had the chain, you know what I mean? People, my inner crew talks about that. Like, damn, you dropped Kanye. I don't give a f. I'd done so much to fight for him. You know, it was like, what more can I do? So I just felt like I can't be arguing. I don't care how many records you sell. And that was before that was like when he first got hot.
Pass your driving test in weeks with National Intensive. Don't waste months and months when you can pass.
I was more bothered when Beans chose to go with Jay. That one hurt. Because I'd done a lot and prepared. I chose State Property over Rockware. And I wanted to
That's
just
a bit
roll
obvious.
out
I can't even lie. Back then, you could tell it was a bit obvious because State Property, that clothing was slightly kind of better than Rockaware, but I still rock with Rockaware still. But anyway, let's go.
with State Property. But it almost like he tricked Beans to shelf him, and he fucked his life up to me doing that. But I had him. You know what I mean? Like, that was my new Jay. Like, I looked at them like,
okay. What's that bar that Jay-Z says? Oh man. Wait. Let's see. Let me find that lyric. Oh man. It's from the tune Lost One. It says, I heard him saying they made Hove. Made Hove say, okay, so make another Hove. And Ninjas wasn't playing day roll, so we parted ways like Ben and Jay. Okay. Jay-Z already spoke about it. Jay-Z already spoke about it. Everyone thinks Jay-Z has not spoken about it, but he actually, because when he normally speaks, he speaks in his lyrics. Now, I have to react to that song right after this. I'm gonna have to, because Jay-Z literally said, "Yeah, oh man, like, oh, this guy, man, this guy."
WA, and I like the clothes better than Rockwear. They had Beans trying to like. I forgot this. I hate when I forget people's names, but the person that was like my partner in doing the licensing for state property, because sales was telling them that, you know, Rockaway was doing this, that, and the third, that state property should be more like Rockwear as opposed to being more like Dickies and Carhartt, which is the way I designed it. And they started signing off on behind my back. It was like, I bet wrong on that one. That might be
Same way you. Anyway, let me listen. You ready?
something I would have done different.
So you feel like if Beans would have went with Shu instead of Jay, his career would have been bigger?
What? It's not even a good. The shit I had planned for them, he put his own self up for that one. Like I had the movies, right? I had the clothing line. The
So
clothing
what's
line was
stopping
doing
you from doing that now?
20 million a year. You know, so we had the movies, the touring, the clothing line. You gotta remember, like I activated all of those things. You know, like I was making Beans when I was talking to Cam about being the vice president, talking to him. I was also talking to Beans. I was making both of them vice presidents because they had labels. I was the one that was strategically growing and planting seeds, to grow their businesses, whether they knew it or not. Whether they knew it was in their best interest or not, I was still doing it. So I made sure everybody had their own movie. Everybody had their own clothing line. Remember, Cam had a fragrance. He had Old Boy a fragrance. I did that back then.
Yeah, I remember that.
Could you imagine if that would have stayed, if they wouldn't have fucked that up? You know, nobody wants to listen to me ever.
Nobody wants to listen to me yet, but maybe
I'm standing
no one
here
wants to
at
listen
Tower
to you
Bridge, a
because
symbol of
at that time you were too brash. Here's what it is. That sounds wild. No Diddy, no pause. No Diddy, pause. But nah, for real, like maybe no one listens to you because sometimes you chat. Anyway, I'm gonna say no more. But I found that part of the interview very interesting because see, look, here come my comment. I already commented on this. How about, and this is what I was going to really say as well, right? How about, as a man, you are responsible for your own life and career. And if you are in a bad situation, man up and find a way to feel it in the air. Could Beanie Sigel could feel it in there, and fix your life and career. But thank you, Lame Dash. We about to get another classic whole album. If we are, because I know Dame Dash, yeah, is gonna be talking a lot more reckless to the point where Jay-Z's gonna say, you know what, let me just respond with like 1-2 quick lines for this guy and then get him out. Not get him out of it like that, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, sometimes you just have to address certain situations. But anyway, the State Property movie with Beans was a classic. I agree with that. Dame just being in his 50s and saying pause after every statement is crazy. Jay is the one who signed Beans in the first place, and Beans was never going to surpass him. He wanted to fight Leo when he told him his album was lacking a single. Well, Bean was loyal to fought to Jay, and Jay did Beans dirty. Come on, like Jay-Z don't like nobody. Pause. Nothing like it. Still gives me a chill to this day. Some of the realest words ever wrote. Still hot stinking demon breath. Pause. Crazy. I'm not even have a comment because there's no point. Yeah, there's no point. But what I will do, in fact, let me see if any of you are left a comment so far. No. All right, look, it's just crazy to me how this is. Look,